Expansion of British Empire. After conquering the richest province of Bengal and having eliminated all their foreign rivals, the company was now ready to acquire more territories in India. By 1818, entire subcontinent except Punjab and Sindh had been brought under their control. Part of it was ruled directly by the company and the rest of the two princely states over whom the company had supreme control. Anglo-Mysore Wars. 4 Anglo-Mysore Wars were fought between 1766 to 1799. Led by Warren Hastings, the company fought 2 wars with the Nawab of Mysore, Hyder Ali. Though Hyder Ali had some victories, British were able to finally subdue him with the help of Nizam of Hyderabad and the neutrality of Marathas. Hyder's son Tipu, perceiving the British intentions, waged 2 wars against Governor-Generals Cornwallis and Wellesley. He was killed fighting heroically in 1799 at Seringamapatnam. His territories were divided between the British and their ally, the Nizam. The new ruler was forced to sign the Subsidiary Treaty. Anglo-Maratha Wars. The company fought 3 wars with Marathas to finally subjugate them. Unfortunately, the Maratha Sardars were not united and they took sides in the intense power struggle that was going on among the different factions around the Peshwa. Often some sided with the British to fight the other. The British were finally able to strike with great energy and vigour under Lord Hastings in 1818 and managed to dethrone the Peshwa and depose him off on pension. His territories were annexed to the province of Bombay. The Maratha chiefs Holkar, Scindia, Gaikwad and Bhosle signed the Subsidiary Treaty. Subsidiary Treaty. Lord Wellesley gave shape to a policy that subordinated Indian states under the paramount authority of East India Company. The ruler who signed the Subsidiary Treaty accepted the permanent stationing of British forces in his kingdom at his cost. To meet its cost, an Indian state would either surrender a portion of its territory to the company or would pay an annual amount. In return, the company would protect all the subsidiary states against foreign invasion. The Indian rulers were expected not to fight or keep any contract with any other power without the permission of the British. The Nizam, the Nawab of Awadh, the Marathas and the Rajputs were the major rulers who signed this treaty. The British thus maintained a large army stationed all over India at the expense of the rulers. The ruler had to disband his army and he lost control over his defense, foreign and domestic policies. It led to the disruption of economy as lakhs of soldiers and court officials became unemployed. With the short protection from the British, the rulers neglected the welfare of the people and their rule became more oppressive. Expansion from 1818 to 1857. As stated earlier, by 1818, the entire subcontinent except Sindh and Punjab had been brought under British control. Sindh was a loyal subsidiary state and yet to be annexed in 1843 by an act of betrayal. The state of Punjab flourished under a large market for British goods. He was the Governor-General from 1848 to 1856, who devised a policy which came to be known as Doctrine of Lapse. The doctrine declared that if an Indian ruler died without a male heir, his kingdom would lapse or pass into British hands. Several states like Satara, Sambalpur, Udaipur, Nagpur and Jhansi were annexed under this policy. He also abolished the titles of rulers of Karnataka, Tanjore and Surat. He also refused to allow pension to ex-Peshwa Baji Rao, II's adopted son Nana Sahib. Finally, in 1856, the company also took over Awadh. The ruler accused the ruler Wajid Ali Shah of maladministration and misgovernance. The British declared that they were obliged by duty to take over Awadh in order to free the people from the misgovernment. Ranjit Singh, who had built a large kingdom, he had kept the British at bay through diplomacy and with the help of a strong army built on European line. But after his death, his kingdom plunged into instability caused by a civil war between his wife Rani Jindan and the army. Using this to their advantage, the British defeated the Punjab army in 2 wars and annexed Punjab. Thus, the last independent state was absorbed into the British Empire.